In Iowa have been trying to mark today's state Supreme Court tied ruling that effectively blocks the fetal heartbeat bill. There has been a rally that was planned by Planned Parenthood supporters in Cedar Rapids. The celebration may be short-lived, though, with Republicans and the governor now hinting that new legislation could be introduced. Now, it was a rare 3-3 decision today. That was really no ruling at all, to be honest. It means a 4-year-old injunction blocked the so-called heartbeat law will remain in place.
So in their deadlock ruling, the justices were highly critical of each other, a sign of the heated divisions over the issue of abortion. KCRG TV9's Nicole Agee starts off our team coverage on today's decision.
Let's take a closer look at today's ruling. Justice Jean Oxley recused herself from the case as she was not there to hear arguments last spring, and her former law firm represented an abortion clinic involved in the case. Governor Reynolds signed the heartbeat bill into law in 2018, banning most abortions after doctors detect a fetal heartbeat. Planned Parenthood and the Emma Goldman Clinic sued and blocked the law from ever taking effect. A district court ruled the ban unconstitutional, a decision the Iowa Supreme Court upheld in 2019. Then last year, the U.S. Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, and Iowa's Supreme Court also ruled Iowa's Constitution does not guarantee a right to abortion. That prompted Governor Reynolds to appeal that initial ruling. The split ruling included criticisms from both sides. Justice Christopher McDonald wrote to allow the heartbeat bill to take effect. He said it's common to reverse rulings when laws change. Since both the U.S. and Iowa Supreme Courts struck down abortion rights in the Constitution, he argued the heartbeat bill should take effect. Justice Thomas Waterman wrote to uphold blocking the law. He pointed out Iowa's Supreme Court had never overturned a permanent injunction and that doing so would now be legislating from the bench. He emphasized that requiring lawmakers to pass the law again ensures it aligns with the will of the current legislature. And that's exactly what might happen now. Republicans had opted against passing abortion laws this past session, citing this ongoing case. Today, Governor Reynolds called the ruling disappointing, adding, "There is no right more sacred than life and nothing more worthy of our strongest defense than the innocent unborn. We are reviewing our options in preparation for continuing the fight." Democrats celebrated the ruling, but warned that Governor Reynolds might now call a special session to enact abortion restrictions. We asked the governor about that last month, but she declined to answer, and we asked her office again today, but did not hear a response. In the studio, Nicole Agee, KCRG TV9 News.
KCRG TV9's Connor Hendricks continues our team coverage of today's ruling after hearing from people on both sides of this issue. Connor?
Good evening, Beth. Planned Parenthood's Solidarity Circle for Reproductive Freedom wrapped up here in Cedar Rapids just a few minutes ago. And while today's decision keeps the status quo for now, the issue of abortion isn't going away here in Iowa anytime soon. In reacting to the ruling, both sides say they're ready for the fight ahead. Democrats suggested Republicans might try to call a special session to pass new restrictions. Governor Reynolds didn't answer when we asked her about that, but both Reynolds and Republican lawmakers say that they're exploring options, including legislative ones. Maisie Stillwell with Planned Parenthood Advocates of Iowa say that's why their celebration today is muted.
As we celebrate this win, and celebrate we will, I want to be clear. We know the battle is not over. Abortion access hangs by a thread that politicians in Iowa are trying to cut. We fully expect lawmakers to keep trying to ban abortion in Iowa.
Christy Judkins with the Iowa Right to Life says she supports further legislation and will continue to spread her message despite today's ruling.
It's kind of a wait and see. But I think still we go about our typical, normal business, which is education and awareness about why we believe the sanctity of life is important, and that goes back to the unborn.
Now, the last time Iowa called a special session was in 2021 when the census required new legislative districts to be made. Before that, it was in 2006. For now, live in Cedar Rapids, Connor Hendricks, KCRG TV9 News.